Well, I've done it again. Facebook Marketplace strikes again. A little bit dangerous. Another 3D printer, another used 3D printer, but this time not a Creality one, it's a Elegoo, the Centauri Carbon. Yeah, absolutely fantastic little printer. £190. So, I mean, these things are going 300 quid, 190 quid. It's only done 126 printing hours. The guide only had it 3 weeks, I believe. So it's barely done anything. Is it any good? Hell yeah. First print. Where is it? The printer toilet. Poop bin, poop chute, whatever everybody calls them. Little mini Centauri Carbon. The band just here was my fault. It's got a ludicrous mode on it. Why not give it a try? And that's where I adjusted the setting there. So because it's a slightly newer one, it's got the upgraded LEDs. So it's got the 2 strips in it, and it's also got the part on the back for the multicolour. I have ordered the multicolour unit, the canvas. Will I ever multicolour print? Probably not, but it's nice to have it and not need it than need it and have it. The only thing is that it's pre-order at the minute, so I think it's October before it comes, so it's a little bit of a wait, but it's only really to use up the ends of rolls and little bits of filament that you always end up with. So it's only to really use those up rather than actually multicolour. So what we're going to do, right, I'm going to stick a print on this one and also put one on the Creality Ender S1, the Ender 3 S1, sorry. It's the only printer I've got that's of the same bed size. I know that the Elegoo Centauri Carbon is Core XY, but like I say, it's the only comparable bed size that I've got. So I'm going to stick the same print on them both, see what the results are. Same, I mean, it's not exactly the same film, it's slightly different colour, but it's Sunlu Red, PLA. So just going to slice them 2 up, get them on printing. Like I say, same model, it's Flexi Lobster from Flexi Factory. You can find them over on Cults 3D. There's a few other places as well, but I just get them off Cults. Right, so let's jump over to laptop, see what we're going to do. First, to do the Ender 3S1, the print start on that. So the only, I mean, other than the fact one's a Core XY and one's a bed slinger, the other difference is that obviously the Ender 3S1 has got a 0.6mm nozzle in it. So the layer height size is going to be probably the main issue, but try and keep them both at 0.28. Right, so let's get this lobster loaded in. On that one, and also on this one. Like I say, it's exactly the same model. I'm going to try and keep everything as close to the same as I can. So where's 0.28? So they're both 0.28. So the layer heights will be the same. Other than the first layer, I can't remember what the first layer is on the other one. Does it tell? Don't know. Oh, 0.24, the first one. Can I do the other one as 0.24? Let's do them both 0.24. Make sure support's turned off. And then we don't want a brim. And the brim off. And slice that one. And then Cura. Unless you don't need. Just check that we are on the same. Ports turned off and skirt, so that can be sliced as well. He's a very happy looking little lobster anyway. Right, so the 3S1 is going to be 2.5 hours. And yeah, that's quite a difference. Well, it's half. It's exactly half. And the Centauri Carbon is 1 hour and 14 minutes. So yeah, that's a big time saving for definite. It's just a question of what the quality, the quality between the two. Is it comparable with, is it worth the time saving? Exactly the same, I suppose we'll find out. Like I say, it's exactly the same brand of filament, very close to the same colour. They're both in red, but one's just slightly darker than the other, that's all. Yeah, so let's get these onto the printers. And no, why are you doing that? We'll get these onto the printers and get them printing, and I'll see you when they're done. Right, so that's the 2 prints done. The results are both, pretty good. Do have a little bit of layer separation. It's probably not going to be the easiest thing to see. It's a little bit of layer separation just on the back of the head part there on that one. And I don't know if it's just the darker filament. I mean, it's only very slightly darker, but it is slightly darker as this one. But you can definitely see the stepping on as it heads towards the top surfaces. And believe it or not, that's the Centauri Carbon one. The little old Ender S1 with a 0.6 nozzles, fantastic print quality. Can't fault it. There's no layer separations, no nothing. Obviously, it's got the slight stepping on the top when it comes up to the top layers. I think with the 1.25 hour saving, what I'd probably have been better off doing on the Centauri Carbon would have been to maybe not iron it out, but put more top layers so that the top layers were smaller. Just change the top layer heights so there wasn't that quite obvious stepping on the top. But for 1 hour and 14 minutes, yeah, you can't fault it. You'd have to get real picky on it to be annoyed at it. But the older S1 seems to win out slightly on the quality on that one, I'm afraid. But again, it might just be that it's slightly darker filament, because if you look really close, you can tell that, the stepping of the layers, because obviously the layer heights were exactly the same. So the stepping of the layers is the same. It's just more noticeable on the slightly darker filament. So I don't want to print another one. I could have printed a lighter red one to see if that was the case, see if it was just the fact it's the darker filament that's making it more noticeable or more prominent. But yeah, fantastic printer. Wish I'd got one sooner. I know when they first came out, I did want to get one, but I'd only just started getting into 3D printing, and I didn't want to spend a fortune not knowing, which is why I bought the S1 to start with. For 100 quid, couldn't fault it. Like I say, I've upgraded not upgraded, sorry, I've just increased the nozzle size on it just to get a little bit quicker prints off it. But obviously when you're dropping layers down to 0.2 and 0.24, you're not going to get a quicker print off it anyway. If your layer height's the same, then a 0.6 or 0.4, if your layer heights are quite small, and you're not going to save any time really. But yeah, definitely happy with the Centauri Carbon. Can't wait to try the canvas when it finally comes. A little bit of a wait, couple of months, but hopefully that'll be worth it as well. So right, we'll get this one put to work doing some prints for outside. That was what I was supposed to be doing, but got sidetracked when I got this thing. So yeah, windmills, I think. My daughter said she wants, my youngest daughter, some windmills for the garden. Right, see you next time.